Episode 3. The High Cuisine of the Ancient World. Feasting, Power, and Prestige. A Food Universal Language Narrative. Food has always been more than just sustenance. It has been a symbol of power, status, and civilization itself. In the ancient world, what you ate and how you ate it determined your place in society. From Mesopotamian feasts to Roman banquets, food was not just survival, it was a statement of wealth, control, and prestige. The earliest recorded recipes date back to Mesopotamia, 1700 BCE, written on clay tablets. These were not simple meals for the commoner. These were dishes reserved for royalty and temple offerings, made with rare spices and carefully prepared meats. Food was already political. In Egypt, the ruling class dined on wheat bread, honey, and roasted meats, while workers lived on a diet of barley, onions, and fish from the Nile. A pharaoh's meal was a display of divine favor, lavish, abundant, and designed to reinforce their place as a god-king. The Greeks introduced the symposium, a feast where aristocrats gathered not just to eat, but to discuss philosophy, politics, and art over copious amounts of wine, of course. Meat was often sacrificed to the gods first, reinforcing the idea that food was a bridge between the mortal and divine. But no one feasted like the Romans. Roman banquets were legendary, sprawling, indulgent affairs filled with exotic ingredients from across the empire. Ostrich, flamingo, and even stuffed dormice were served as displays of wealth. The more extravagant, the better. The ruling class flaunted their control over trade, showcasing spices from India, olive oil from Spain, and wine from Greece. Yet, while the elite feasted, the poor survived on grain rations, reminding us that food has always been a marker of economic inequality. Rome even developed the annona, a grain distribution system that provided free or subsidized bread to citizens, ensuring loyalty to the empire. And this is where the money is food, and food is money principle comes into play. These feasts were not just indulgence, they were power moves. The control of food meant the control of people. A king who could feed his people held their loyalty. A ruler who lost control of grain lost his empire. Today, we may not feast like Roman emperors, but the idea remains: food shapes economies, influences politics, and defines status. From Michelin-starred restaurants to food banks, the way food is distributed still reflects power structures that have existed for millennia. Because food isn't just nourishment, it's history, it's power, and it's a universal language that has always separated the rulers from the ruled.